Oh, hello. And welcome to today's episode. So, what I want to talk about today is all the things that people never realize change with major weight loss. Everyone thinks, like, oh, once I lose the weight, everything will be different and I'll be happy. And, like, while that's not true, it, like, also is true. Losing the weight doesn't mean that you're going to be happy, but it does mean that every single thing is going to change. It's honestly crazy because it's all stuff, a lot of it's stuff that you wouldn't even think is going to change, but it all does change. From my toes all the way to the top of my head, everything is different. Your feet change. We get, like, I'm serious. Like, it's literally like from the toes to your top of your head. Every inch of your body changes and is different. You are literally like in a whole new body. If it wasn't for my tattoos, I would literally think that I woke up in a new body. What I mean is, it's things that you don't really think about, but like seeing your bones. Like, you never think about how you can't see your bones in your feet or in your hands. And now all of a sudden, you can see them. You can see the bones in your wrist. You can see, you know, like your facial structure. Your whole face looks different. You have more lines. Like when you smile, I have like dimples I never used to have. Like, it's crazy. And then one big thing people don't know, but with major weight loss, a really big side effect is hair loss. I chopped all my hair off because my hair was dying and falling out. I was losing a lot of hair. The thing is that most people who lose the amount of weight that I lost do it through like surgery and a doctor. I did it totally on my own just by changing my eating. And so when you do it through surgery and a doctor, they tell you about these things like hair loss. I had no idea. All of a sudden I started noticing I was losing my hair, and I was getting like a bald spot in the back of my head, and I was losing length. Like, it was like literally just breaking off, just dead and breaking off. And I started freaking out. Upon research, I realized that it's actually very common for people to lose a lot of their hair when they lose a lot of weight. It's just like a shock to your body losing that much weight. And that brings me into other things. Because you lost so much weight, your body is now different. Like, your bowel movements are different. Your eating habits are different. Your metabolism is different. The way you digest food is different. Like, for me, I don't have high blood pressure anymore. I don't feel my heart racing all the time. It's still a shock when I have to walk upstairs and I'm not out of breath. I feel like lighter walking upstairs. It's everything you do. Like, I can cross my legs now. I never was able to cross my legs before. I can fit in my car seat with because I have like a Honda CRV, and it has an armrest that comes down, and it used to come down and like rest on my fat. I can now comfortably sit in my car without being squeezed into it. My stomach isn't touching the steering wheel anymore. One of the weirdest things about major weight loss is my whole life I've shopped in plus size sections and in plus size stores. Now all of a sudden those clothes are too big for me and I'm wearing regular size clothes. It's such a trip to be able to walk into like a store like Forever 21 and not have to go to the plus size section. For the longest time, I was still going to Torrid and buying plus size underwear, and then I would get it in the mail and it would be too big, and I would be like, what the frick is happening? One day I was taking a shower and I felt like a hard lump underneath my boobs, and I freaked out. Lo and behold, those are your ribs. I never knew your ribs went up that high, ever. Other more serious things that changes is the way people treat you. Strangers are nicer to you. All of a sudden, I noticed that more people that never wanted to be my friend before, now all of a sudden want to be my friend. People who were mean to me in the past, and even like body shame me in the past, are now friend requesting me and following me and telling me that they're proud of me. I mean, like high school bullies and stuff like that, ex-boyfriends, like all these people that were so mean to me about my weight before, now all of a sudden they're telling me what a good thing I did and how they're so proud of me. On that same note, friends I had that struggle with their weight don't want to talk to me anymore. They don't want to be around me. They don't want to see me because I trigger them about their body. And I'm not trying to shame anyone for that. I understand how that feels because I struggle with that my entire life. But I've lost good friends because they don't want to see me anymore because the fact that I lost weight and they haven't makes them feel bad about themselves. Even though you're genuinely not trying to make anyone feel bad, you'll find people are telling you you're making them feel bad about themselves. Especially, where I come from, being a plus size influencer, I get lots of comments from people now saying they've had to unfollow me or whatever because now I'm triggering them about their body. On that same note, people are congratulating me and calling me an inspiration.
Hi, editing me. Yes, I look horrible. And I have this little guy just, keeping me company. And this little guy. So there's a couple things in this video that while I'm watching it, I forgot to mention. And so I just want to add those on. I mean, right here, wow, you really figure out who your real friends are. And my hair. And who is fake AF in life.
It makes you realize how much stock people put into body size.
Guess what? I used to always look at weight limits. I bought a little bench for my backyard at one point in my life, and I had to check the weight limits. I checked the weight limits for everything because I was 340 to 360, and a lot of stuff can't really hold that weight. Also, I can fit in a bathtub now. I can take a bath. I don't because I'm lazy, but I could take a bath now.
My face looks different. My hair looks different. My body looks different. I can see my vagina now. It's kind of weird to say, but it's a thing that changed. So I'm not trying to say that all these things are better, because trust me, losing weight, it comes with a whole new set of insecurities that you never would have imagined. Like I said, from hair loss, I never would have thought I would have been insecure about my hair. But now it's it's growing back, and I have all these short pieces and flyaways, and the bald spot I had in the back, and it's embarrassing. The lines in my face, it's the wrinkles in my forehead have gotten worse. My under eye bags look all sunken in, and I have these lines that go right here and right here now that I never used to have before. My frown lines right here are so deep. When I look in the mirror, all I see is this and this and this, and that's it. And it drives me insane, and I'm very insecure about it. The whole time I was big, I always thought and was told oh, I'm big, but at least I have a pretty face. And now my face is one of my biggest insecurities, literally, which actually led me to get my lips done, which I will talk about in another video. Because I definitely feel if there's things you don't like about yourself, go ahead and change them. There's no shame in getting fillers or Botox or little things like that to tweak your appearance to make you feel better about yourself. Anyway, that's another video. When I was starting to lose weight, I heard people talk about loose skin. And the thing is, the whole time I lost weight, I never worked out or anything at all. But I never in my life imagined that loose skin was as bad as it actually is. And it might have been better had I actually worked out. But let me tell you, I have loose skin on every inch of my body, and it is way worse than I ever imagined it could be. From little flabs here that show up and make shadows, to my boobs being wrinkly and deflated looking, to my thighs, all the way down to my knees. I feel there are wrinkles and flabs of skin. When I was bigger, I could wear skirts and show my legs, and I was fine. Now I hide my legs all the time, even at home, because the skin is just hanging off of them.
With loose skin, shaving is really hard. When I lift my arm up to shave my armpit, for example, the skin kind of just folds there, making it really hard to shave your armpit. And I've cut myself so many times. I am covered in animal hair right now, and in animals. So there's that.
No one ever tells you how you're gonna feel you're just in this deflated sack of skin after you lose weight. I'm not trying to say that should stop you from getting healthy. I'm not trying to say all these things are bad or good or anything. I'm just saying all the stuff that comes with major weight loss that no one ever really talks about.
My energy levels have changed a lot. They're a lot better. I'm able to do more things. I have the energy to do more things, but not get dressed on a day off still. Like, the way you look is so different. There's like a period of time where like looking at pictures of yourself and seeing yourself in the mirror, mainly looking at pictures, is shocking. Like, me seeing my face and the way my face has changed is shocking. And that might sound like it's not a lot, but it's a mind trip. It really messes with your mind. Like, a lot. Oh, things are heating up outside. I can sit in my car with my legs crossed on the seat, or like put them up on the dash. Weird. But look, like, the overall message of this video isn't to say that one is better than the other. I want to point out the good points to hopefully give any, like, you know, inspiration to people who need inspiration, but also to people that love themselves being plus size. Don't change that, because losing the weight doesn't really change your happiness. Yes, all these things change, but you're still stuck with the same body issues, if not worse, because now you're like, you still feel like you're the weight you started at all the time. When I imagine myself, I still imagine myself as 340 pounds. Okay, his butt is on me more now. Okay. I still imagine myself as 340 pounds. Like, I still feel like I'm that. My loose skin, the insecurity about my loose skin, it just, your insecurities don't go away with losing weight. Weight loss is not the answer to happiness. You are still insecure. You're still struggling with food. Like, these issues still exist and will still be there. So if you think weight loss is this magic hallmark thing that's gonna change your life and make it magically beautiful, you're wrong. Very wrong. And I'm sorry. But that being said, a lot of things do get better with weight loss, especially your health, and that's what's important. But embarking on something as crazy as losing as much weight as I did, which is actually now, as I'm editing this, 168 pounds, it has a strain on your life, on your relationships, on your mental health, on your anxiety, on your body issues. It's not just all like happiness. It's really not. It's so much like struggling mentally. And I just really want to make that point clear, that losing weight will not fix your happiness or fix your body issues or anything like that. They will still be there, and it will be taxing on your mental health. But there are benefits to it. And so I hope this video is like inspirational and doesn't make anyone feel bad, but also like sheds light on the fact that losing weight isn't this Instagram experience. There's a big difference between trying to lose 15 pounds because you're 165 and you just want to be 150 or whatever, and losing 170 pounds because you are very overweight to where it's affecting your health. There is a big difference between the two. That's something I want to touch on in another video. A lot of people who go to lose weight, they start listening to, like, you know, trainers and stuff who have never been bigger in their life. And while that's fine, I'm not throwing any shade towards them. It's also two very different things. Just trying to tone up like a lot of like trainers and stuff do, and never being really big, and trying to lose a large amount of weight, like 100 pounds plus, are two very different things, and they happen very differently, and the technique of doing it is very different, and the journey of doing it is very different. Losing 10 to 20 pounds, is that going to be taxing on your mental health? Maybe, but not as much as losing 170 pounds. That is a total mind F. I'm trying really hard not to cuss. It's really hard. Anyway, I just hope you guys got that message from this. I just wanted to kind of list some of the major things that I've noticed that have changed with my weight loss that I thought people might find interesting to get that perspective on, because I feel like out in our culture, all we ever really see is weight loss is good, good, good. Or if you're part of the body positive community like I was before they shunned me, it's bad, bad, bad to want to change your body. There's never like the in-between. So like I said in my last video, I'm back. I'm making videos again. I'm going to make a lot about my weight loss and what I did. The whole time I never really cooked. I never really worked out, and I did it all naturally by myself without any sort of supplement or surgery or doctor's help
or anything like that. And I would love to share all the stuff I've learned along the way with everyone and just kind of like go over my weight loss with everyone and make videos about it and start making content again. And my camera keeps going sideways, sorry. So if you enjoyed this video, if you found it relatable, whatever, let me know. Let me know in the comments down below. If you have any questions, anything like that, let me know. I am up for answering any questions you guys might have. And if, again, I never know how to end videos, so I'm just gonna subscribe if you want to subscribe, and that's pretty much it. So yeah,